I'm sorry, I just don't see where The Mandalorian is as good as what everybody says it is.
You mean Obi-Wan Kenobi?
No, The Mandalorian, I don't think it's good.
Yeah. Have you watched it?
Some of it, I couldn't get through it.
You're not a Star Wars fan then.
I love Star Wars. I watched
don't
everything.
like Star Wars if you don't like The Mandalorian. So everybody's got their favorite bourbons for the time being. This is our top 5 favorite for right now. This list will absolutely change in the future. But right now, these are our top 5. My number 1, talking about a new release, Jack Daniel's Triple Mash. This came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere and it knocked one of my top 5 slots out, probably one of yours too.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know why
if
this
you
is
didn't
so
grab
good.
that bottle, I would have grabbed that bottle.
Yeah.
It is that good.
We were hesitant on grabbing it to begin with. We tried Bonded because they came out at the same time. We tried Bonded. We were like, meh. This one was a little bit more expensive, and we're like, let's not even try it. But we got it for like 35, 36. Yeah. I'm going back and I'm buying another one when I can find it again.
By the way, okay, as we release this is kind of hard to come by. Don't overpay for this. This should be like 35 to 40 bucks tops for a bottle, depending on what area you're in. We have seen some spots charging $60 to $80 for this bottle. Not this bottle, guys. Just wait. Yeah. Wait for this initial rush to subside. And then it's a permanent addition to the Jack Daniel's lineup. It's gonna be available. Just hold off. Wait a minute, it'll be there. I'm gonna start out at the lowest proof. This one, any time of year, Woodford Reserve Double Oak. Oh my God, it's freaking amazing. It's 90 proof, but this for me packs so much flavor that it competes against anything that's 110, 120 proof. This competes against it in flavor. I mean, it's just packing in so much flavor. It is my number 1 recommendation. You come to me and you ask, what bourbon should I get someone for a gift? This is my go-to recommendation. It's never steered me wrong. Every person that followed my suggestion came back and told me the recipient loved it. And you should be able to pick this up. What is it now? I mean, prices have gone up a bit. 55 to 65, something like that. Yeah, 55 to 65 bucks. This particular one's a store pick. I think the store picks they're hard to find right now because I think they're whole glass bottle issue finding bottles right now. So the store picks it may be a while before you can find one, but you can find the regular one pretty much anywhere, anytime in that 55 to 65 range.
I'll try to go in order of proof points as well. Sagamore Spirits Rye Double Oak. This and Contradiction Rye are two of my favorite ryes. I'm a slut and a sucker for bottle design.
You are.
Somebody's gonna take that out of context. Somebody's gonna just like edit this video and like pull that one clip out of me just saying, I'm a slut.
We're gonna do that because you are a slut.
No, I'm not. It tastes damn good because this is Rye's bottle. This is
Rye's bottle.
This is Ryan's bottle. And I just partake of it. But I'm glad that you got it.
Sagamore's is based out of Maryland. It is, I think this is actually MGP juice that they're aging and everything. It goes back to the whole history of Maryland was actually like the #1 rye producing state, or after Prohibition had the largest stockpiles of rye whiskey left. It's double oaked. It's freaking amazing.
Yeah, not too aggressive on the proof points. It's 96 proof.
Yeah.
Which we won't hold that against it. But I'm serious. When it comes to the ryes, you don't really get too much better than Sagamore.
No, you really don't.
Contradiction's up there, but I like Sagamore.
All right, so I'm gonna ladder climb up to 100 proof. I said for years I don't like this.
You were wrong, Jack.
And then a bottle on your side actually is what changed my mind about this brand completely. Then we did a golf tournament, charity golf tournament we volunteered at a few weeks back.
Yeah, we were the bourbon whores.
Yeah, we were the bourbon experts. You were actually sampling this.
Yes.
And I tell you something, like, holy crap! What have I been doing with my life and not?
We've been neglecting this bottle for so long.
It's so freaking.
Because it's cheap too,
It's
right?
cheap, yeah.
Stupid bottle.
Yeah, Knob Creek 9 year. It's cheap. You can pick up, this is a 1 liter bottle. You can pick this up under 40 bucks. So they put the age statement back onto it here in the last year or so.
I think like 3 years ago.
3 years ago, something like that. Yeah, it's 100 proof.
Like Ryan said, this was my table, so I was gifted with the experience of being able to pour out Knob Creek 9 year.
It's really, really good. Smooth. It's caramel, peanuts, vanilla. It's just classic bourbon flavors. So absolutely good. And okay, we're talking about what's our go-to right now. Literally, this has replaced Old Forester 100 for me at the moment.
We are talking about Conviction.
That's good stuff.
I don't know.
That's good stuff.
What they were doing when they made this, but it was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Whatever they were doing.
I don't understand how they're getting so much flavor out of such a young
It's so young.
bourbon.
What's this, like two or 4 years?
It's like 2 years, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 2 years.
I think it's 2 years. It does not taste like a 2-year-old bourbon.
So this is from Southern Grace Distilleries. It's made of an old prison, which is the cool name Conviction. All those interesting facts of the distillery aside, they made a delicious bourbon.
They really
it's
did.
just sweet. It's got some of the floral notes. It's just good. It tastes like a cocktail.
It does. It tastes like it was finished in like a sherry cask or a wine cask of some kind, and it wasn't. I was hesitant to pick it up, and when I first tried that neck pour, it's like, I don't know. It got a little bit of air to it, and holy,
Made it so much better.
Sweetens Cove Tennessee whiskey. This is coming from Sweetens Cove. This is not the $200 bottle. This is their new release at the $50 price point. It's a mixture of Kentucky and Tennessee bourbons, and then it's finished in toasted sugar maple wood.
And it's good.
Oh, it's coming at 110.7 proof.
It's like pancakes.
It's so freaking good. This, by far to me, is the absolute best celebrity bourbon I've ever tried.
It is. This won our celebrity blind.
Yeah.
We had 5 different celebrity bourbons, and we all blinded them during our last live stream. Link somewhere. Go watch it. Card right here.
There.
This is where the card's gonna be. But no, this is delicious. And you're right. You lit it up for about a week. Makes it so much better. It tastes like a completely different bourbon.
Yeah, and
Whiskey.
it is. Yeah, whiskey. Yeah, whatever.
It's a bourbon.
It's bourbon whiskeys.
Yeah, it's bourbon.
So yeah, it's bourbon. This is going to become a staple as long as this is a permanent release, which that's my understanding. I could be wrong on that.
If it is a permanent release, or if it isn't, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, if you know that, yeah, let us know. I think it is. This will be staple on my shelf. I think it's well worth the $50.
Next is my daily sipper, and everybody that watches this channel or subscribes, you kind of already know this.
By the way, if you like what we're doing, please hit that like button and the notification bell so you know when we're dropping content every week.
Old Granddad 101 Faux. Since I started drinking this, I've gone through, how many bottles have I gone through? Let's see, how many people does it take to fill up the big house in Michigan? It's about that many bottles.
I was gonna say, you have gone through a few bottles, and the only reason why this is
200,000.
unopened is because this is the replacement bottle for the one that barely has anything left in it.
Yeah.
In the bottom over here.
Yeah, I wanted to show like a full bottle, and not this one that's like down to there.
See, that can make my list too, because I love it. And see, that fits right along with the Knob Creek 9 year. It's in that same flavor profiles, and it's just so good. It's sitting on the shelf. A lot of bourbon channels talk about it, but it's still sitting on the bottom shelf in most liquor stores, and so many people
Covered in
don't.
dust.
Yeah, they just don't realize it. It's under $30. It's phenomenal. One of the best values in bourbon.
Really
period.
is. And you talked about Knob Creek and having the same, like a similar profile. They're both Jim Beam product. I think this is Jim Beam's best product. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's debatable. Now,
I can see it.
we're like bouncing into new stuff, and there's some good stuff at Jim Beam's part. Now, this is one of them heavily slept on.
Yes.
Go to your liquor store if you haven't tried one yet, found one.
But do we really want them to know that?
If you're living in a different state, go to a liquor store and look on the bottom shelf. Blow the dust off of it, because people are sleeping on this. If you like a peanutty almost bourbon, this is it. And it's 114 proof for $30. Can't really beat that.
Yeah. Nulu, small batch. Particular one, this is a Tennessee exclusive, so they do this a lot for like state exclusives. I can't find Nulu in South Carolina, but I'm up in Tennessee quite often for business, and so I pick this up when I'm up there. This is coming out of MGP. Nulu sources from MGP, and they're very transparent about it. So this one is a very small batch of 4 to 6 year old MGP bourbons blended to give consistent flavors in each batch. It's non-chill filtered. It's so good. 116 proof, sweet, caramel, vanilla. It's almost like candy in a glass with higher proof. It's great with a cigar. Love it. I'll pour this when I'm smoking a cigar every once in a while. Now, I try not to hit it too hard because I do have to go to Tennessee, or I think you can pick it up in Georgia too. I have to go out of state to pick it up, but this is the second bottle of this that I've had.
For the last on my list, Knob Creek Single Barrel. This is a store pick. Don't let the gold foil lettering fool you. This is a store pick, but this is to represent any store pick that you can find of the single barrel or just the single barrel in general. Really good.
That should be on my list.
It really should. So Ryan showcased the Knob Creek 9 year. This is the single barrel. They're both delicious. This is just, I like this one a little bit more than that one, even though that one is probably the better buy because it's half this price, I think, almost.
That's going to be 55 to 65.
Okay, so almost half the price of this.
Yeah, and this should be around 30 to 35.
Yeah, it tastes almost just as good. This particular store pick, and again, this represents all the store picks and most of the single barrels. This has like a tobacco-y flavor, and we really love that. We really do.
Yes. My next one, this represents a category of this particular one, is Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Now this particular one is, it's gonna be very hard to track down. This is a C920. I traded for this bottle because I could not find it. And this is probably, of the ones I've tried so far, this is my absolute favorite. But in general, all the Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs have been amazing.
Yeah, I would say they have them.
And so these are the 12 years. These are the releases. They do a triple release every year of the barrel proofs, but also store picks. You can get store pick barrel proofs, which are like 8 to 10 years old. We've tried several of the 8 years. We've been through 2 or 3 bottles of the 8-year store pick here since the first of the year.
Yep.
I mean, they are amazing. So, so good.
And guys, if you like this, check out our top 5 available bourbons under 65.